Hey everybody, this is Dante Fortson. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add images and graphs to your article if you need them. All right, so the first thing we'll do is we will add an image, and let's add it to the top here. We'll click to go down to the next, they call it a block, and we will choose this plus sign. And what we want to do is type the word image. You see it's there on mine, but it may not be on yours. But you can type the word image if it does not show up, and it will give you the option to add an image. Now you'll need the URL for an image because you'll have to insert from a URL. And since this site is open access, you'll need an open access image to use if you want it to appear on the site. You cannot use any copyrighted images that are not open access. So one good place to find open access images is the Creative Commons website. If you go to search.creativecommons.org, you can search for content that is open access. So I just type statistics here. We'll search for an image with statistics for our example. And as you can see, it gives us open access images. You guys can scroll down. So we'll just select this one here and we'll click get this image, and it will take us, this was going to take us to Flickr, and I will copy this URL right here. We'll return here and insert the URL here, click enter. And now the image is here in the article. Now from here you can resize it, and you'll want to add your caption. All images must be labeled as figure and then the number in order, and then you'll want a short description. Sample statistics image. So the figure is there to say figure 1, and now you can refer to figure 1 in your article. And let's see, we'll make this just a bit smaller. You can resize these images by going to this option right here, but it's already clicked resize for smaller devices. This embed will preserve its aspect ratio when the browser is resized. All right, so everything is good to go there. So the next thing I'll show you how to do, a matter of fact, let me show you. Let's save draft. Always make sure you save your draft, and then we'll go to preview and see what it looks like. All right, and here's what it looks like with our sample image added. And as you can see right here, the label figure 1 sample statistics image. Now I will show you how to add your table to this. Now, one thing I almost forgot, make sure you don't forget, it's very important before we move on to the table, you'll want to cite your image source. And this one is a little different since we got it from Flickr. We'll go ahead and just put the information we know since we don't have an actual, source like we would in most cases. All right, so I did go back and make sure to verify. So if you do come back over here to the Creative Commons portal, on this first page here, you'll want to make note of this. This first page here, credit the creator. This is how we credit the creator right here. So we'll want to use this. We can copy the text. We can use plain text, rich text. So we'll use plain text here. We'll click copy text. So make sure you note this because I did almost miss it. And for those of you who think tutorials are always polished, they are not, at least not ours. We just like to be honest about the information in the spirit of open access. So now you see the 2 here, and we found the way to properly cite it. So you'll come down here to 2 and you'll paste that in, and this is how they want to be credited. So this is how it will be credited. We see the HTTPS address here, or the website address here, and we'll highlight that. We'll activate the link, and we'll change it so it opens in a new tab and people don't navigate away from the article. We'll want to save this draft. All right, so now we have 2 sources here, and our article's looking good. And now we're going to go ahead and add a table. All right, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to start a new paragraph, and then you're going to click the plus sign, and then you're going to type in the word table if you want to insert a table. So here's the table. You'll click that, and it'll ask you how many columns you want. For now, we'll do 3. Let's do 3. All right. And then we'll do 3 rows, and it will create the table. So now right above the table, we will write table 1. And we do not want to turn this into a subtitle. So what we'll do is we'll highlight the whole word by double clicking, and we will click bold. So now table 1 is bolded. And now we can define what this table is. We'll say sample table. All right, so table 1 is now a sample table. And if you're creating your own table, you do not need to make any citations for it. If you do need to make a citation for a table you're inserting, again, make sure it is open source. You cannot post any copyrighted content to jihad.org, and you will go through the same process as usual. Click footnote and then add your citation if you need to. So for here, you can center text on the table by clicking these 3 lines right here. You click the box, click these three lines, and then you go down to align center, and we'll just say heading 1. This will resize as you type. We'll do the same thing here. We'll say heading 2, and we'll finally do the same thing in the 3rd box. Center it, and heading 3. All right, so now we will go to these boxes right here. If you want to bold these, I would suggest you bold them. You don't have to. Some articles and journals don't want you to bold them. We don't mind if you make them bold, but that's completely up to you. Now we'll add item 1 here, and then, let's just do item. We'll just put item here. I'll copy it and paste it for the sake of saving time. All right, so now your table is complete, and let's save it, and we will go to the preview and check out what this looks like with the images and tables. And you can add as many images as you need, and you can add as many tables as you need. Just be sure to label them in order. All images have to be labeled as figure and then their number, and they have to be in sequence. Same thing with the table. It has to be labeled as table 1, table 2, so on and so forth. All right. Make sure you guys check out the next video. I'm going to show you guys how to turn your completed articles into a PDF in 24 languages to either print or download.